well. Oh, look at that. Typical Craig.
Here comes playing. Oh, my word. Absolutely magnificent. Reed. He rose so high.
Be a long night. Paquetá, he's played it through. And Bowen's in. It's up for grabs now. He's done it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hope everyone's faring okay. At the moment, you've got two poorly ones, and one's being stuffed at the moment. You know, with a lovely pizza. Fuzzy, how are we, mate?
I'm doing all right. If I end up having my camera switched on whilst I'm devouring this thing, this disc of heavenly goodness, I'll turn this in from a football stream into a mukbang stream. I don't know how Tone and Anthony, feeling the way they feel about watching mukbang at the moment.
Thing is, you can just see it now. The subs will go through the roof just watching you doing that alone, kind of thing. You know? The sick bastards that are out there. Anthony, how are we, mate?
Oh, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I think working outside in the weather, or winds and weather and thunder, I reckon it takes its toe out when you've done it. So, but yeah. And
Yes.
Fuzzy's the one having the pizza. What flavour is it, Fuzz?
Oh, it's a pepperoni with some peppers and olives on it.
Ah, right, okay.
It's garlic cheesy stuffed crust as well.
Cheesy stuffed crust. Yeah.
Pushing the boat out tonight. Pushing the boat out for that special occasion kind of thing. And, I mean, obviously, to pardon the pun, as they say, winter is coming. But hopefully you're not a 5-minute wonder like the programme was.
No.
As always, let's say hello to the great people in the chat. And we're starting off with a good old friend, Matt. And he's saying, so Nuno has gone. Matt, call Sullivan. Angie's in and Fabs is back at West Ham. Yes, yeah, until the end of the season. Also, Brian got about 15 to 20 minutes off the bench. And also, Fortetta and Amarin out. What a man. What a legend. Good evening, Matt. Evening, Stephen. Good evening, everyone. He's saying, Matt's all saying, Brownhill is off to Saudi. Thank the F for that. Yes, we've dodged a bullet with that one as well. Matt says our squad age is high now after re-signing Fabs. So much for a younger squad. We've got younger players as a goalie and a full-back and midfield, but not a centre half or attack.
You need to hit your target age.
We've ticked all the boxes. Yeah, ticked all the boxes. Hey, good to see you at long last. How are we doing? Happy? Oil Hammer Lois,
Hey,
good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. I know you've been very busy. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Evening, Steve. How are we? Evening, Tone, Panel and Chatters. BSL, absolutely. Yeah, we might cover a little bit on that as well. And everyone's saying, as always, hello. Evening, Harry. How are we doing? Good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you irons.
Yeah, Harry.
Yep.
We all will, apart from me and Anthony, kind of thing, a bit on the downside. But other than that, we're both looking all right. Good evening, usual, as he says. Evening, fuckers. Hope everyone is well.
Big up usual.
Evening, fat fork.
Yeah, Nelson Harris saying, yeah, Spirito de Santo is out of work. Yeah, you imagine that. I mean, what did you make of that? Used to. I mean, you know, I didn't realise it until Tuesday. I didn't realise he got shanked off by Forest. It's a strange situation with this chairman of theirs. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Shady group deals.
I don't think he helped himself, in all fairness, coming out in the interview and saying what he actually said. I don't think that helps him.
Yeah.
I think this is a start. The saying is, if you could put 10 cherries on the cake, this is the first cherry. I think this season is going to be a topsy-turvy one regarding players falling out with managers being sacked, managers obviously being replaced as well. So I think this is going to be an interesting season. I just imagine, obviously, Ange has got this job now, but it makes you think. And here's a question for you: if Wolves don't do that great this season, would he go back to Wolves?
Oof. Well, in certain respects, that could be a choice. Depends on also how Potter does as well, because Ange was one that was tattered towards us, but now he's off to Forest, so you never know. Could be him. But as Matt's saying here, about Marinakis, he got shafted by Marinakis, but then again, Marinakis runs his clubs away he wants to, he doesn't care. Sounds like our chairman there, Matt, you're talking about.
True.
And he's also saying,
I think one cares a little, but just a little bit more than the other.
yes.
Just this bit.
Yeah, I think Marinakis is probably the better one out of the two, I'd say, definitely. He says Mourinho's been linked to Leeds. Leeds and West Ham, according to the Alex Spicy. Good evening, words and pictures, even Tony, any fuzzy and Amish with the TV chatters. Good to see you. Look, I think you're right, Anthony. They say that the relationship went, in a different direction. But I think it all stemmed from near enough the last game of the season when the chairman came on and started finger pointing, and it was, no, he was being expressive. He was being expressive. I think the die was cast from that point onwards. And for Nuno then to come out and say that, the relationship with me and the chairman is not great. There's better ways of doing it. I think you're right what you're saying. So yeah, but he's now gone. Saying Tone Folk hit me good evening. I thought I saw a British bulldog eating porridge in the back and knocking a leg around the car park. This car park you've got yours, Anthony.
He knows his cars, this Harry, doesn't he? He knows his cars. I'm going to say. Has he sold any? Is he a car salesman?
Well, are you interested in buying another one? Oh man! Usual saying. Fuzzy loves his wife beating vest. Good evening, Frog. Evening, gang. We've got Fab back. Yes, so Fabianski has returned till the end of the season. Released him, and this is what I said to you guys before. For me, should have easily got him to be the goalkeeping coach. That would have been easy win-win then. But to get rid of him altogether, now I need to say, do you mind coming back? Just only pizza eating porn, dear me. Matt saying, Porridge will give you give the dog the poops, Harry, and they always saying hello. It's not my problem. Yes, Anthony's. Ray saying, get a grip, Fuzz. Typical Man United. Good evening, Ray. How are you doing? And of course, as always, everyone's saying hello to each other. As usual, Steve, Harry, Matt, Frog. What's your back? Anthony's about.
Forg? Who's Forg?
Yeah, that's the new person. This is an interesting one as well. Thanks for bringing this in, Matt. Amanda Staveley, obviously, the one that left Newcastle. Apparently, went to put this bid in for Spurs, and they've obviously rejected it. And she said that they're not going to be coming back in for a Spurs bid. I don't know. I mean, put it this way: would you wouldn't turn down a deal like this, because this woman obviously has contacts. She did this for Newcastle. For us at West Ham, and that it'd be an ideal thing. Get Sullivan out and bring her in, as Matt's saying there. Amanda Staveley in, Baroness Brady out.
Yeah, it would make sense, isn't it? The ex Newcastle owner, well, part owner. So, but yeah, I think they're due with it's not Saudi, is it, or something like that, or is it?
That's what they did with Newcastle, wasn't it?
That's what yeah. So, but trouble is, they didn't really spend much money when they were there, did they? They didn't spend exactly. They spent a few, but I mean, it wasn't like millions and millions and millions of pounds, like sort of thing. But I mean, something's got to be better than the owner you've already got. To be honest with you, I mean, once that, that I don't know if anybody don't like the phrase, but once that little midget is gone out of your club, he's that's it. So it'd be good news all around, and then obviously start improving the team. Then gradually, if it got bring a new manager in, then so be it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think even though he got the result against Forest, one game don't make a few season, as they say. But I think with the Staveley thing, remember, she only came in to broker the deal to get the Saudis into Newcastle.
Yeah, but as we
Then,
all know, it's a results type of business now, isn't it? And
of course,
obviously with West Ham, the where your results are going at the minute. Okay, you beat Forest 3-0, but anything can happen. The season's still short yet, so it's no point. It's like with us. I know we lost to obviously Liverpool, and we got Forest coming up next. On the weekend, but it's still a long way to go. So anything can happen from now to the end of the season.
yeah, I totally agree on that. Totally agree. Good evening, Rob. Evening, Gaffer, the panel in the chat. Good evening, Daz, Tony Fuzz and Ant, and everyone. Everyone's saying hello to each other.
I need to keep the Baroness, Tony. Where will
No.
we ever get our East End comedy from? EastEnders is garbage. We need you.
Mate. If they're gonna do a remake of Albion Market, for those that know, look it up. They'll be definitely worthy of that. That's for sure.
Rename your stadium to Albert Square with how much drama there is.
Yeah. Would anyone notice? That's the question. Matt said he threw himself under the bus saying what he did gave Marinakis no choice. Yeah, I think you're right on that one, Matt. Rob saying, big fan of Fab, but nothing says joke of a club when you go back and re-sign a player you just released. Yeah. I did see a thing, someone saying that, Carlton Cole's available. We need another striker. Let's get him out of the out of the old coffers. See if he'll do a
Arna
job.
was available.
Who?
And Anana was available. Apparently, according to the reports regarding this, Anana was actually about to be negotiated for by West Ham until they watched the Grimsby game. They actually decided, no, it's better having what we have after watching Grimsby Town versus United. And thought, nah.
Man. Good evening, Brendan, as well. There's a topic I'm going to come on to shortly. I just want to catch up with the chat and then talk about this one because it kind of broke news this early this morning, and it's a bit of a kind of sore subject one. Everyone's expert dogger, Anthony.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, anyone I forgot any saying there. Frog saying, Robbo, I agree, but it's already common currency that this ball are completely fucking inept. Backtracking on Fab brings nothing new to that concept. Totally agree on that. Ravi, good evening to yourself, mate. Good to see you. Some great things you've been sharing each other on Insta. What's up, lads? Smash the likes up, subscribe. About saying, let League One West go. Yeah, West Foddenham's gone as well. And bring back Fabs makes no sense. Mind you, I don't think you even see Fodringham actually put on the shirt for the club. Maybe in friendlies. Ravi saying I can see United nicking a late 1-0.
Hey, City are walking wounded at the moment.
Yeah.
They've just lost Marmouche.
That's what I see that, yeah.
That's like a list of like eight first team starting players they don't have.
Wow. Bloody hell, that's
They'll still smash us like 10-0 or something. They'll have the strongest 11 possible. They'll have some weirdly put together, like with PVA glue type team. And it could be like a condom with holes poked through it. And they'll still smash us with
that. Good evening, Aces, and also saying Fuzzy Murray as well. Brad is saying Forg, bloody correct me this time. Fuzzy did that. He got in there. Aces saying Qatar very interested in buying Tottenham. Anthony's just disappeared. Oh, maybe he'll come back.
He's going to get himself some pizza.
I see what he did there. Yes. Rever saying, question for all. Thoughts on some club chairman owners thinking it's okay to get rid of managers? Well, they are their employers at the end of the day. I think it gives them that kind of right. And like Evan Kilson, the one thing you don't want to do is see your employee kind of besmirch the name of your club and what's going on about it. Regardless of how the chairman acts, unfortunately, there's only going to be one winner, and it normally is the chairman in this instance. That's my look on it. mean, Fuzz, do you see anything different on that?
No, I mean, as long as you can trust the chairman to actually do it in the best interest of the club. Otherwise, I don't know how people feel about this, but do what some of the league clubs do and have presidencies. So the fans have a big stake in the club and they elect individuals who run for the positions of the head of or the chairmen of the clubs. They get 4 years, or 3 to 4 years, similar time as a manager does. And if the club goes in the right direction, they elect him in again, and they elect him in again, and so on and so forth. But if it doesn't go well at all, the fans, if they feel like this guy's not the right kind of guy we need, will vote him out to get someone else in. I don't know if that's probably a better model than having permanent ownerships or privatized ownerships, if you will.
Because isn't that something that's similar like Chelsea do? Because Bowley's supposed to be moved on there, and there's supposed to be someone else coming in. Because I think that was only like 2 or 3 years that he was in charge, and then it's all to do with this Abramovich situation. The government got involved in this one and got him in. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be a bad thing. Because at least that way, then I suppose it can keep the club fresh. You get someone in with new ideas. Yeah. Obviously, you can go the other way. They can come in with some bad ideas.
Yeah.
But at least it kind of, offers a different perspective how the club should be run. I think that's not a bad shout, actually. You're saying they're looking curtains for Areola in January, lest they think Spaghetti Arms is a mistake. Oh, Jesus. Tottenham ain't for sale, though. Mr. Simon Jordan thinks they are. Well, the Lewises are apparently going to invest in money at the Spurs, so we'll see. Majors are saying Sullivan wants to sign Onana on loan until his Grimsby performance. He told United deal off immediately. Yeah, hell, man. Matt say they run the club rugby, so they can do as they choose. Yeah, as we just said. We'll bear the Spuds Saturday. I think beat the Spuds. So yes, I see that. Yep. It'd be great to do that. Agree with Matt Raby. Yeah. So bring back El Dorado. What a classy program that was. You can Antonio re-signs, waiting for it, Tony. You can see it coming a mile off, man, can't you? Because, now we're relying on Wilson and now Phil Falkirk's injured.
Mark Noble doing a Paul Scholes and coming out of retirement to play for an extra year.
But yeah, look, Onana is worse than Roberto. Oh, Jesus, that's saying something, Matt. That's for sure. Bring back Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. Gee, remember that one as well. I used to say Haaland going to have a field day against United after scoring 5 last night. 5?
I mean, it was an 11-1 scoreline. They did play Moldova.
Jesus. Unfortunately, we can't come back, Harry. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Let's smash the Spuds, Daz is saying. Usual saying, Clarence Blues are saying about Saudi takeover could be happening. These rumours. Can't make it up, can you? I mean, like I said, I know Staveley was looking at, if you believe the storyline, it's supposed to be us and Spuds, but Spuds was more the favoured. But now they've kind of rejected it, and they've definitely said they're not going to come in. We haven't had, the American thing has died a death. We're not hearing much about that going on. So if she's looking to invest still, where EU20 is, Amanda, just come and see us. Good evening to Stone Island Geezer. Evening all, coming your eyes, he's saying. Bit harsh, I know, and I'm at Dear me. Excuse me. Good evening, Pepsi. Good evening. Lone Star London went too far last night. He said Saka was world class during Yeti's live stream. He was booted out. That's superb. Oh man. As I've said before, on that I think Saka's going to have a very, very bad season. I don't think it's going to be a good season for injuries. I think is going to be a common thing we see with him. I was saying Forest changing their crest immediately to kangaroos and boomerangs. Good evening, Leslie. How are you, mate? I hope you will. I tell you, Fuzzy.
With a big sponsor of Foster's Lager.
You just
across the big news birch sponsorship. Do you know what? I reckon that would actually do quite well if they made that the official beer in inside the City ground.
Well, like us, isn't it? I mean, they're doing very poorly in that. And there we are with a sponsorship with Brewdog. Can't make that shit up, as they're saying.
Well, we've just recently done a sponsorship with these guys. Not Maya, but
I was going to
Coca-Cola.
say, yeah.
Who's Maya?
Who's Maya? Yeah, do they know who she is?
But yeah, we've done a big sponsorship deal with Coca-Cola. So it'll be kind of cool if we have that as a shirt sponsor.
Wow. Christmas time would be ideal then. You see all the players coming on them rigs.
Coming wearing Santa outfits, running with about 300 pounds instead of their athletic builds.
Oh dear.
Score with your belly. You can't score with your head or with your feet, Sesko. Score with your belly.
Matt's saying we've got no assets, so what could Staveley be buying apart from loans on the assets? Well, Matt, to debunk that a little bit, if you look at Forbes, apparently the club's valued at 1.1 point something billion, believe it or not. How? I don't know, but let's see.
I'll just be buying the Nando's in the Westfield Centre.
Frankie Stone Island Geese, hit the likes, guys. Let's go. Brendan saying, when the previous Staveley rumours appeared, I thought Steele said that Sean W made that rumour up as he was bored. I mean, if it is, I mean, it's maybe it might have a bit more meat now, Brendan, if she's got some money burning in a little handbag at the moment. So come this way, please. Rescue our club. They were saying, look, good evening, Michael. Please, hope you're doing. Even all Tony and Fuzzy. I mean, hopefully Anthony's okay. I know he was feeling a bit poorly, so hopefully he'll join us shortly. Matt saying, Budgie Smugglers on Forest logo. Does Budgie know this? Pepsi said, and he was baiting Yeti over Big Ange, which didn't help this cause. Bloody hell.
I don't know how. I haven't seen Yeti's reaction to it yet, but I don't know if he's going to be quite so happy so soon after Ange taking Tottenham to like a record bad league run. Get rid of Nuno, who's put you in a really, really good spot, and then replace him with Ange Postecoglou. I'd have my reservations with that.
Wow. Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, they got Arsenal, so let's see how he sets up the club and that. I think that I was listening to Sank on the way home, and I think it was Hudson Odoi, and they said, what do you think about Big Ange coming in? And all of a sudden, I don't know if it was being cryptic, but you kind of laughed for 1 minute, and it's like, well, that doesn't bode well. You're laughing at your new manager. And then he was saying, well, we'll have to see how it what he does and how it turns out, kind of thing. But you still had a laugh in his voice. It's like you definitely don't favour him. Then just hearing that body language alone, it's like you don't favour this man whatsoever.
High line.
Yeah,
imagine that Forest high line against Arsenal. I mean, Jesus, if it doesn't go well, we know when it doesn't go well, it goes horrendously.
Yes,
I think the Emirates is probably one of the worst places to kickstart it. But hey, he might take us by surprise. You never know. It might just be a Spurs thing.
Let's see how the Herbster is. Give him a quick message. Make sure he's okay.
His house is probably struck by lightning as well.
Yeah, that's what he's been saying.
His comeback for vengeance was like, listen, you mocked me with that tinfoil cap comment. I'll switch your electricity off now.
Stone on Geese saying, don't want to talk it up too much, but rest in peace to the young Ukrainian girl in America that was awful. I'm not too sure. I didn't see much of the news. So I don't know what that's about, I must admit.
I've seen that. And if I speak on the matter, I'd be very big trouble. Very big trouble. I prefer not to speak.
Okie doke.
So,
thank you very much. I'll get from that. Yeah, I'd be massive upgrade on Brady. Yeah, she would be if she came in, that's for sure. Wouldn't want to get in the ring alongside of Yeti Pepsi. yeah, when he gets going, he can do. So she owns shares. Usual Brady doesn't. She'll probably keep the Baroness. Oof. I was saying Brady's desperate for Alan Sugar to buy West Ham so she can become CEO of the club. Wow. No assets, but the land is worth a fortune. You should have heard all the bad Definitely want to watch afterwards, that's for sure. Leslie saying hello to everyone, even the laws and gents. He's saying, we don't want Brady to see our aces this year. Bonsoir, Leslie. I can imagine Pepsi in there. Words and pictures saying, club values is impossible future development. It's a prime London spot for a stadium or level the ground, and I dread another flat bill. Good evening to the special one. How has Potter fell into the good category? That's only because of last week because there was no football. So he's keeping him there for the moment. Make him feel good. That's all it is.
He's not making eye contact, so the attention doesn't stay shrouded on him.
Oh, man. Wouldn't touch Andrew a 40-foot barge pole. It's going to be interesting. I think... I don't know if it was the right choice, or the wrong choice.
Well,
yeah,
I think we'll have to see how the Forest team's dynamic is going to adjust to that, because you've gone from a team that's built with strong defence in mind, strong spine to your team, and hit on counter attacks to somebody that's like, well, all of that defensive malarkey, throw that out the window. All of you are playing in the opposition's half, including the goalkeeper.
Maybe a little from the Spurs days. We'll see. We'll see. Just seems well. You can't stick two fingers up that Levy in there.
I think Marinakis is going to be banking all of his house, his fortune, everything on this. I always win trophy in the second season, mate. I always win trophies in the second season.
Yes, yeah. Let's see if he comes.
He might if he survives this season, goes into next season, he might legitimately target League Cups or FA Cups. I think he knows that the Premier League is just ridiculously far-fetched.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they'll be... I know they're in Europe this season, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think, though, he's kind of came into a better squad than he had at Spurs?
I don't know. I'd say similar in terms of like level of quality. Similar types of squads. Because I think where you had Tottenham before Ange was playing different managers of low block systems and defensive setups and everything. But I think they're just missing X factor signings that would really sort of jump a Tottenham from sort of lurking around 7th, 8th place up into top fours comfortably, and then building on that. I think with Ange Postecoglou, it sort of turns the balance completely on its head. Forest, you might feel a similar shift with that. I don't know if it's quite going to work out. I don't know if he's quite going to get the sort of backing that he needs to make that sort of a shift work seamlessly. It's probably going to be a few tears in this, but who knows?
Yeah.
Like you've said, it might. I said it might just be a Spursy thing, but maybe just different environment, different expectation, just different weight of or pressure. Might respond to things differently. Maybe he's got something different planned.
Well, I suppose the one thing he's got straight away over Levy is that this chairman's not exactly afraid to spend money. One thing that Levy was a little bit iffy on. Michael's saying, if and when we ever get new owners, I'm sure a deal will be done to buy that stadium, redevelop it. I mean, obviously Matt said it there, and I know Khan was a big instigator. The reason why we didn't get it in the first place, considering it was a done deal between us and Newham Council that we actually were going to be the owners, and it's only the fact that Levy, getting frustrated because Haringey Council wasn't kind of playing ball with him, decided that he'll throw his hat in the ring and we'll move to the London Stadium as well. And then they panicked and we ended up where we are. Stone Island Geezer said, we buy the stadium, Khan would put the ULEZ in the toilet to see how much gas is in the air, be all getting fines for farting. Well, on that note, I mean, good old Mayor Khan and that. It's the fact of, I think it's October, is it? I think it is. It's no use having electric vehicles. Don't have electric vehicles when you go into London because you're going to get charged. You're going to get charged and you're going to get taxed and all this stuff.
And then your car's going to get stolen once you finish paying for it.
Well, the worst part about it, I mean, I read last night. They was talking about obviously it's going to go up to £18 now. The congestion charge, yeah, £18, and a lot of the car companies and even the rental companies are basically kind of, when it comes to renewing the fleet, they're going to go back to buying petrol and diesel because it's no better off having an electric vehicle. Because the maintenance cost and this and the other works out near about £6,000 a vehicle, so it's a no-brainer.
I think somebody who's a family friend of, or something like extended family, has a hybrid car. So she's got an electric motor that is that's assisted by a petrol motor. So the petrol motor, when the petrol's in use, uses energy from that to recharge the battery for the electric motor.
Yeah.
So when fuel gets low, switch to electric motor for enough time to get you over to where there's a petrol station, and you don't have to put nearly as much fuel into the car either. So you get the best of both worlds, and it saves you a fortune. Don't need to recharge it, so you don't need to worry about docking stations either.
Yes, because obviously that's the biggest problem. Obviously, is the network. Let me just do the Pepsi's thing, then I'm going to cover this story briefly. I mean, Pepsi said, my Arsenal ticket is £220 against Forest, and my West Ham ticket is £80 against Spuds on Saturday. So I remember at West Ham, we had like A, B, and a C. So, like, your primary games were the most expensive, then you had the middle one. So, obviously, looking at £80, they class Forest as being more the top end of the ticket pricing, but £220. Jesus Christ. Matt saying apparently Edu and Marinakis wanted a different style of play, hence the players they signed, and Nuno was like, my way worked before, I'm not changing. Yeah, he didn't like Edu, did he? Didn't like it at all. The special trainer agree Fuzz, their centre backs have been highly successful in a low block system. £80 is shocking enough. Well, you've got to remember, I think, Steve, I think as a season ticket holder, the cheapest seat in Arsenal, I think, was around about £92. It's probably gone up by now, but £80, bloody hell. You're saying that this Forest job is a litmus test for him. It will definitely define him as a good or bad manager. Totally agree on that. Usual, really will. Pep saying exactly. I'm more shocked with how much the West Ham ticket is. Brilliant. Words of Pictures said, architects have examined the stadium. It can't be retrofitted. The only option is levelling it, building a new stadium. Olympic Legacy won't allow that, as they want the running track. And this is the thing. According to when we did, or were going to be the owners, it would have been levelled and rebuilt as a proper football stadium. But all in the history now, all in the history. That petrol emotion, yes, we've sparked the guys into the music. Words.
That's what I would do if I was a West Ham owner. I'll go back over close to where the old Upton Park was, the bowling ground. Look at properties there and see if I can buy a huge swath of land, and then build a very classy but rustic-looking stadium plan, and give it a bit of character. Not enough stadiums get built with character, or something that resembles the team that is meant to play there.
True.
It'd be quite cool if somebody could actually come forth with building plans and actually theme stadiums that are very much symbolic of the team that plays there.
Well, interestingly, if you go back, I'm going back quite a few years. Apparently, there used to be the West Ham Speedway, and that West Ham had the opportunity to actually buy that, and that was at the time the same size as the old Wembley. So that could have actually taken 100,000 people.
Hmm.
But they never took it up. Never took it up. So, and then we are. And unfortunately, up with Upton Park, because they couldn't build out certain ways, they bought the church and they bought the school, and they were going to turn the pitch around. But how much that would have cost is anyone's guess. I think it'd been quite bad, actually. Astronomical. And of course, then the London Stadium came up, and they sold us down the river, Fuzzy, like they're doing with this £2 billion stadium. They sold us down the river. All the musical tunes are coming out now. Steve's saying, "Yeah, Sullivan should pull an insurance job." Yeah, lights of gas. Are you doing a watch along on Saturday? Unfortunately, Daz, I shall be working unfortunately on Saturday, so I doubt much I will be. But I will be looking to get, when it's available, I will be looking to do that.
I've got hours rotated across this weekend for some reason, even though it's an approved holiday week that I've got this week. So I'm probably going to have to jump in, get my grandmother her birthday present, but also we'll stop off at my workplace and ask them what the fuck is going on here. And,
dear me. Marketplace saying we had planning permission to make Upton Park 55,000 cap when the Biscuits Barons were in charge. Then the Crash Sullivan bought West Ham United and saw big bucks moved to the illicit. And this was the thing, Michael. Yes, we did. I mean, we couldn't develop it the way that how the Upton Park currently was, like you see behind me. We would have actually come this way, and that way, because obviously we couldn't go out either side because of the flats and the service road. But unfortunately, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. I was away from the chat for a minute, and I see it's kicked off for car-related songs. Yes, get your tunes in there, Brendan. When you got the chance. 100%. Michael was the same as well. She drives me crazy. Wow. Well, a bit of a kind of sensitive subject in certain respects, but it came out to light today, and that we saw the situation with our good old friend
David Coates.
That's the one. Good old David Coates.
Christ alive.
Cocaine, allegedly, don't forget, we say this word allegedly, this drug-fueled kind of frenzy on the video and this and the other. And then, lo and behold, it gets announced today that he's now charged with making an indecent video of a child. What the hell was this man? And he's gone down the sympathy route, hoping that he was going to get people to, swallow what he was saying. And then this comes to light. It
is wild. I mean, you take one look at him, you can tell that some shit's not right with him.
Yes.
I wonder how many more people you could say for in the Premier League's association, referees association. But nonetheless, I mean, it's Class A as well, apparently.
Yes, Class A. So Class A apparently is the most serious of the categories.
That's like, Jesus Christ! It was when was it? Like 2020 something. 2020.
He was sacked off as referee in 2024. Let me see if they say when it was. Don't say exactly when it was, but
it's like it's not even just like he was associated or affiliated with it. It's like he, by the wording of what I've seen, was that he made it. He created this content. So that's a very cynic mind. Very, very cynic mind. A very screwed up mind there. So I think with all of getting sacked and everything, is probably all the pressures piling up to try and keep everything under wraps. And then when the breaking point came, that was it. The spotlight was on him, and he was praying it would go away. But nope. Once that spotlight's on you, it's going to find everything.
And this is the thing. I mean, the fact of, as you said, it's and it was a fact that this bloke tried to kind of say that he had a mental problem and this and the other and whatnot, but now they've found this. So he's going to court on September the 11th. So that's obviously tomorrow. So the charge of making an indecent image of a child refers to activities such as downloading, sharing, or saving abuse photos or videos. And he said this man's actually done it himself. Yeah, wrong on all levels. And I mean, Matt's just put it in there, and chuck him in jail. I mean, jail's probably going to be too good for him, Matt. That's the worst part about it.
Well, with how jails work, there's a lot of people in those prisons that really, like, royally hate people who have child sex offences. They single them out and they'll go for them. So yeah, you better hope that a jail, if he does go to jail, if it all goes through his convictions, yeah, 100% you're guilty as charged. If he goes to a public prison where it's like the cells are like how they are in United States prisons, where you are stuck with all the other inmates, they will murder the guy.
Yeah,
they will go for him.
Yeah, you can see it a mile off though. He's going to be protected. He will be protected, unfortunately. I mean, it's just being flashed up on Sky Sports News at the moment about him.
Oh, well, another wacky story, which is completely unbelievable, but again, political stuff. Save it till after the stream.
Let's go back into the chat. So we got Little Red Corvette. They're saying, "Get out of my dreams, get into my car." Billy Ocean, what a man. Togs, yeah. Chuck him in jail. Matt saying, yeah. Chris Spedding, motorbiking.
This is where he finds out that the judge tomorrow is Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah. Welcome to the Red Bull Court of Arbitration.
Yeah, I will be the final nail in your coffin, Coot, you cunt.
The Datsun's harmonic generator. Look at that one. Steve Cook saying, Merton Parker's You Need Wheels. Who's going to drive you out tonight? Dear me. Love these guys when they come onto the office. Like the wheels of the bus. Jesus. Brendan's saying Red Bar Cheddar Rush. Usual. Good evening, Eamon. Are you doing well? He says, do you think that's why this government is for a certain ideology, because they are allegedly all kiddie fiddlers themselves? I can guarantee it's rife in all departments around with things going on with there and all the other bits they get up with. I mean, we just seen that stupid cow get sacked because she didn't reveal their kind of stamp duty, resigned and whatever. Load of old shit. I mean, they've all done it. Whatever party you look at it, they've all done this thing. And then you've got to look at the BBC and all the shenanigans that went on there over the years. Yeah, it's rife, isn't it? I mean, fun enough, there's an article talking about old Epstein and the involvement of Donald Trump, and he could be in some trouble because of it. So we shall see. Harry said, "Hello, John. Got a new bloody hell, Harry. Got a new motor. Remember that." Matt saying he'll get in. He's in jail, no doubt, and no officer will protect him or be able to. Yeah. There'll be no kind of reprieve on that one. Good evening, Terence. How we doing, mate? Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well, Terence. Thanks for coming in. And they sound like each other in there. That's so good. So, I mean, who you got coming up the weekend?
It's the Manchester Derby.
Ooh. And, so have they secretly been kind of injuring these players without them knowing?
Been sending flying monkeys to go hamper the opposition. It's the new tactic. If you can't beat them, destroy them off the pitch. So yeah, I mean, injury crisis or not, I mean, the only feature about this game that I'm looking at this and thinking that United have got a legitimate chance in this, or actually quite a big chance, is that Pep Guardiola's City performances at the moment have not been that good. They've been struggling to do, aside from match day 1, they did perfectly fine there. But ever since, they've been really struggling to get points in the bag, get results across the line. So I think it's one of those where City need to step up and keep it tight at the back and actually take chances. Same old story with United. At least this time we haven't got a secret agent. Hopefully, we haven't got a secret agent playing for the other team in our own goal. As Anana's now gone to Turkey, so that's all good. We'll happily take that. Lamens in goal, probably, maybe. He's started training on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's and I think Mateus Cunha. Don't know if he's fully back yet. I know he went off with an injury before the international break, but apparently that wasn't actually that bad. So it's quite a minor case with him. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of a lineup Amarim's going to go with.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly though, they're saying obviously the main thing what you guys have been doing is creating chances. It's just the fact you can't find the back of the net.
Yeah, well, I like the highest XG or something out of all the teams in the Prem this season. Like one of the most attacking teams, but we've just not, reaped the rewards. And
yeah, I mean, don't know. I mean, City are there for the taking. That's the thing, isn't it? Especially with all the injuries as well now. That doesn't help the situation. But they are a bit suspect, even though they've signed some quality players. They are still a bit suspect. Steve saying Haaland's got some practice in last night. Yeah, Michael Blees saying the same thing. Fuzzy Haaland was scoring for fun the last international. Brendan saying Onana was a turkey. He's not good as well.
Turkey, and his last game on international duty. Yeah, that didn't go too well, did it?
What a man. Stone on Geezer saying, just seen Charlie Kirk has been shot. It's bad too. What is going on in the world? Well,
Charlie Kirk has been shot. I've not heard that.
Let's have a look. Yeah. The local stuff. I was saying United will be lucky to get 4 to 6 points out of the next 4 games.
Well, Chelsea will be a big struggle, definitely.
There you go. Look, it's here. Just come from the news thing. Thanks, Stone. It just come through. Trump says we must pray for Charlie Kirk after right-wing influencer shot in the US. So, it is what it is.
That's insane. That's actually insane. Liberals, man.
Words and Pictures says
seriously, unhinged people, man.
If Potter doesn't keep the same 11 that finished the Forest match and played in the same formation, fans will go ballistic. And this is the thing for me, Words and Pictures. This is where Potter lets himself down. Gets a decent result, picks a team that and the formation we'll all be looking for, and then the next couple of games, and that will go 10 steps backwards. And you could see that happening, basically. Pep saying, what's happened to the Bristol Rovers supporter? He's not good. He is feeling a bit poorly. He did say that before the show started, and he was looking a bit pale and pasty. So we've shipped him off to bed. Try to have a hot toddy, get underneath the covers, and that's where he should be. So speedy recovery to Anthony. Hope he's not suffering too much, but he has been out in all the weathers, and he's not getting any younger. So, the poor old Git was really, Steve saying. Eamon saying it's Mandelson that's in the shot of the association with Epstein. Him as well, yeah. There's. I think the list is endless with Epstein. Epstein must have made a few quid out of that. Usual saying, question Fuzzy, would losing 15-0 at the weekend be acceptable? 15?
Absolutely usual. Without a shadow of a doubt.
15, wow. Obviously. Michael Blees saying, man, you do like a fruit in goal. There's Ireland, the top striker. Yeah, well, after that, it's something he needed, I think. Heyman, my best friend. Terry says, rumour has it that Fab is back, which does wonders for the average age of our team. With that in mind, you might as well do your shoelaces up, Tony, and go for a trial. Yeah, I've already been on the blower tail, so hopefully I'll get the reply back that I've been looking for. Finally, after all these years. I used to say, Trump replied down with this sort of thing. Bitch, better say usual. Mental ask, how was lunch with Amanda? Special one says, I think he won't rush Somerville back. Hopefully not. I mean, great to see him come back on and that, and he looked like a breath of fresh air, a new player basically, and hopefully we blood him back in the right way rather than kind of thinking, well, he's done one decent game, decent half, let's chuck him back in. No, let's get the recovery right. Gladly we're not Arsenal. We don't do that. We don't really do that with our players, so we should be okay. Just heading now. Yeah, night Ant. Let's hope not. This is a special one. Usual saying, Brendan, I couldn't tell she was giving me the not. Matt saying, waiting for Anne to decipher Arteta ball. That'd be interesting. I think, how's he going to face up against this Arteta seed? And greatness, I mean, obviously, Anthony's not here to kind of back it up, but it's quite interesting to see with all these players that they've signed, there's a lot of fans and also Arsenal channels that haven't got faith in this team and this manager, considering what they've bought. I mean, what do you make of that as well? I mean, obviously, we've got Pepsi and Aces in there. So, you guys, let us know your thoughts on that, because it seems weird. You bought some fairly good players. There's a couple of them that are a little bit kind of, but, is it the case of it's this manager that's going to cause a problem, or do you think it's the squad itself? I mean, what do you think yourself, Fuzz?
I think it's going to be Arteta. That'll be the shortcoming of the squad. Because one thing that we'll know about Arteta is he's a bit of a tinker man when he doesn't need to be. When the pressure's on, he overcomplicates things. And just ultimately, it's just the amount of times we've seen over the past seasons where a game seems quite simple. I know teams, the players will respond to pressures differently, and I do think for a little while the players in the team have probably struggled a little bit to perform under pressure, but they've definitely got enough players of quality in the team, in the setup, to do some special things. But I do think, as far as Mikel Arteta goes, he's still got his shortcomings. He just needs, I think, the quality. If he's going to win something, he needs the quality of that squad to just, to carry the result over the line in spite of tactical setup or team management. So yeah, I think Arteta's probably the glaring issue in the squad with the whole team setup at the moment. But who knows? I mean, maybe we'll see the injury crisis cause its fair share of issues across the season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. If things desperately go the wrong way from that, because I think will he be on borrowed time, or will these owners still keep him in? I think that's going to be interesting in itself. Because I think they must realise now the pressure's mounting up on this man, and you could say he's kind of got him this top, into the top 2 place, but by now really he should be looking to go that one step further. I think that's the only thing that's missing, but I can't see it happening. Ace is saying Ruben Amorim could be sacked during the international break, either in September or October. Any news on that?
No. There's no plans to get rid of the guy.
Well, I suppose this is the opportunity to get the old Grecian 2000 out, and he can dye his hair black again just to hide all the white ones at the moment, because he'd be fine.
Needs to get the skin clips or grafts to sort of grab the back of the net, so it pulls his skin to get rid of age lines.
Still look youthful after this.
Yeah.
The special one says, I think he might use Fernandez on the left again for 1 or 2 more games. When Somerville comes back, he needs to stay on the side. No recurrence of the injury. Yeah, I mean, at least having the break, I think, is great as well, the special one, because that gives him the opportunity to recuperate, heal the muscles. So that's hopefully it's a good thing. Brendan's asking about just say she was usual. Feel good about yourself. Yeah. Fernandez looks a really good player. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see some of these as well coming in. And yeah, is it a Sullivan thing? Michael Blee's saying Gilherme is back also, so they could do a split shift on the left. Rush, bled in back in as well since his injury. Matt saying, well, the injury rumour regarding Jimmy Somerville got debunked. Interesting. Special one saying, Mark, I'll keep saying it, I promote Ayala. They're saying, go Welsh League Cup, Cumbrian United 1, Cardiff Metropolitan 0, 33 minutes. Thank you, Pepsi. Always good to hear, the lower league's doing well. You said, I suppose I could do the lady a favour if she was insistent. Come on, Cambrian United. Special saying, Michael, I think Gilherme is better suited on the right and as a number 10. I'd use him as cover for Bowen and Paqueta and Ayala as a cover for Somerville. If we've got a choice, be good. Ayala's not ready yet. Give him 2 seasons, 1 out on loan. Pepsi saying, latest score from the Bosnian and Herzegovina League. Zorinsky 2, Sarajevo 0, 65 minutes. Brilliant, thank you again. Michael Blee's saying, didn't Emma say you would walk if things don't go right?
He said that about 3 or 4 times already, and he's still here. It's one of those was like, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Yeah, I am.
You can just see it there. Suddenly, Man United have ordered a load more exit signs just to kind of make it clear and obvious to remember. And that's the way out. If you're going, that's the way to go. Harry saying, I spent 3 days in the Cambrian Mountains, bushcrafting and doing mushrooms. Very nice. Matt saying, Scholes is the one that needs more games, not Earthy or anyone else, Michael. Ace says, once Liverpool scores 7-0 against United on October the 19th, Ineos will sack Ruben Amorim in Tunnel at Anfield. Classy then. Classy people. Special one saying, Michael Blaze, I think Ayala is ready. You've got Ngumo affecting Premier League games 16 and 17, Dowman at 15. The 2 Arsenal boys and Wanyeri and Lewis Skelly have stayed in the side. Thing is, though, I mean, with the last 2 you mentioned there, the special one, Lewis Skelly's getting a little bit of a stick as well now, because obviously they're saying he's been affected by the Arteta curse. But yeah, I mean, Dowman, again, this manager will rush this kid in and break him before you know it. And he seemed, there is something special about him. There's no 2 ways about it. But yeah, Arteta's got that special talent. I think Ayala could easily come on and affect games off the bench. There is a gap in that squad for him. Depends if Potter's brave enough to do that. Let's hope so. I mean, it'd be good to see some youth given a chance, but we also got to do it the right way. Steve saying, by the way, Fuzzy, keep forgetting to say, I'm not so confident we are coming for you this season, so you can rest easy, he's saying this time.
You can challenge Man City this season.
Happy days. We're doing
They're closer to you.
Brendan saying, is bushcrafted a metaphor, Harry? Do you have a supply of merkins? If you know, you know. Usual saying, question for Fuzzy, any truth in the rumours about Radcliffe up in sticks and moving to America?
No. Maybe if what's it? That all the land around Old Trafford gets bought up and the whole regeneration project goes to shit. Maybe. Maybe they'll have to think of some extreme or some extremities to find a way to make the money back on the Man United project.
That'd be an interesting one. I can't see it happening, but yeah, it'd be very interesting. Aces is saying, saw that Fenerbahce have appointed Zinedine Zidane as their new manager.
I don't know.
Money, if that's the case.
Possibly.
But cool. I mean, bold move from Fenerbahce if that's the case. Brendan's saying, look, how about you if you really don't know. Frog knows, he's saying. Ace is saying, is Budgie going to Spurs game on Saturday night? Not too sure, mate. You know, he probably might get a ticket for that one. Find out tomorrow when we do the show tomorrow. Yeah, he's just laughing. Mark says Potter won't pay Potts at the moment. What chance do others have? Yeah, it's a good shout. I mean, Potts needs to be given an opportunity, and hopefully he'll do that in the cup games, and then we can move on from there. The special one saying, I wouldn't be saying if I didn't think there was a spot on the side for him, Ayala. We have no naturally left-sided attacking options other than Somerville. I mean, it comes down to our manager. That's the problem, isn't it? Is he going to be bold enough to do that? If he does, great. Harry saying that quality Togs Emerson prime me for some tomorrow. RSH. Harry saying quality Togs Amazon primed the box for the weekend. Nice. Dad says Budgie's not allowed to come out of his cage, Aces. You'll never look back. I said, are you doing a watch along, Tony? I'm working and I don't finish till around about 6 o'clock, so I wouldn't be able to do obviously that first half. But yes, I'll have to. If it'll be later when I got back. So I might pick up on a late watch along. You never know. Harry's saying Stourbridge are 2-0 up against Worcester City. Stourbridge, what a team. So I think we're going to call it a short one tonight because obviously, again, I've got an early one, and obviously Fuzzy's still got to try and devour this massive pizza that he's got there.
I might save some of it tomorrow.
And the next day and the day after that.
Yeah.
Brentford versus Chelsea and after the game. Okay, there's that as well. So, yeah, could be possibly I'll do that as well. Just to kind of extend the night. Words of Picture says, I feel left out of the games update. So, Melchester Rovers are winning 3-0. Superb. Frog said, Harry, they look great on garden names. Give them that Fab 4 look. They'll have to try that as well. Fuzzy, what you got coming up anyway? I mean, well, before you do that, I'm going to try and, if I can on Friday, I'm going to try and speak to Eltel Cockerell or Jose and try and do a pre-match talk with the old West Ham Spurs game. I've got to see if the old sod's available. And obviously tomorrow I'll be doing the West Ham review with Budgie and hopefully anyone else that's going to jump on. I mean, what about yourself? What have you got coming up?
Well, Manchester Derby this weekend, so preview for that, pretty much. I think it's on Sunday, so 4:30 p.m. kick-off time for that. And then I think if you're around and not being dragged into work by your ankles, then we'll perhaps have you for a Sunday night takeaway show.
Yes.
If not, then it'll be match review.
Yeah, should be okay for the Sunday one on that. Yeah, so we're back. Make sure we're back for that one because I think that will be an interesting weekend of talk with the games going. That will be definitely interesting. Let's have a look at it. So, A's saying, can't wait for Big Ange to back at in his defensive system. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Usually said, I've just looked it up what it is. Never knew that things like that existed. Talks careful. Can go a bit Kevin Keegan if it rains. Kevin Keegan. Pepsi said, Toledo have just equalised against Laguna Tenerife. 1-1, 72 minutes. Thank you for the update, Pepsi. Bruno saying, gone usual. You don't know what you're missing. Big up the tone. DJ Crane, 2B14. Great show. Too bad Anthony had to drop out. Lunch break over. See you on the next one. Tone, good to see you as well, mate. Hope everything's all right for you and life's treating you well. And try not to work too hard, mate. I know the feeling myself. Ace is saying Champion League returns on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday night. Ooh, so be interested to see some of them games.
Guess what I'm not tuning into?
People in the chat, like I said, we are going to wrap it up now. Thank you very much for being with us. Love the comments and that, and of course the car music tunes going in there. Absolutely superb as always, you guys. As I said, tomorrow night be on with Budgie. As you know, him and Kieran will be on. What's the time now? Roughly in about an hour and a half time. Make sure you go over and see those guys. Give them support as always. And yes, Kieran's got something to talk about because there was a shark attack over in Australia. Poor old man that copped it. But let's just say, so everyone's saying, thanks for the show, Tom Fuzz. Great chat. See something on the OS Edge if it's on. Hopefully it will be. I think they've got something. But thanks for coming in, Brendan, as always. Dad's saying night all. Oh, so Togs. Leslie's saying, great show, much love. Thank you very much, Harry. Leslie saying, stay healthy, people. And you as well, Leslie, don't forget yourself as well. Steve Cox is saying, oh, me Merkin slipped. Have a good tomorrow, guys. As always, Frogs and obviously words and pictures. Love you all. And it's always a pleasure having you people in there. Enjoy the rest of the evening. If OSH are on, let's have a quick butchers to see if they are. Just to whip these guys out. I think they would be. Let's have a quick look. Are the boys on tonight? Let's have a quick butchers. Live. Yes, the boys are on tonight. They've got the Kudos returns to the bowl. So make sure you go and see them too, as always. Pepsi saying, Mick Dundee would have stopped that croc. Danny, big up, mate. Big up to yourself as well. Good to see you. Unfortunately, we are wrapping it up now. But great to see you, Danny. Hope things keeping you well. Big up, Tony. Wham in danger. Pepsi, as always, he is there. But yes, we are going to sign off now. Thanks for being with us, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Like I said, go and see the old boys. Make sure they're going there. Dan obviously saying big up to Fuzz as well. Unfortunately, no Anthony. And Eamon saying, I'm manager of Basingstoke in my management game and I've just beaten Swindon 2-1. Great stuff. Great stuff. You have to get in touch with some of the other guys. I think, and also Jez. He's good at doing that game as well. No, you've got your pleasure as always, Eamon. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we do the West Ham review. But yes, thanks for being with us, guys. Look after yourself, and we will definitely say good night now. Take care.